The thrill of taking to the skies with their drones is unmatched for aficionados. But as the skies become closer and drone technology becomes more widely available, it's important to keep in mind that every takeoff entails a unique set of duties and safety measures. We'll go over 23 crucial techniques to keep your drone from crashing in this comprehensive guide, so you can continue to fly safely, happily, and incident-free. Know your drone. The first step is to become quite comfortable with your drone's functions, controls, and buttons. It's all too easy to get carried away with the excitement of flying your drone. Spend some time going over the user handbook and watching the training videos. Knowing your drone is essential to safe and productive flights. Check the weather. It is dangerous to fly in windy weather, especially when you are higher up. Make sure to check the weather before departing. Your drone may be quickly blown off course or become challenging to control by wind. Survey your surroundings. Examine the surroundings before you take off. Make sure you have a safe way to get the drone back if it goes off course. Avoid going through densely crowded areas, trees, and tall buildings. Know your flight modes. Recognize the many flight modes that your drone provides. While sports mode improves speed but also increases stopping distance, cinematic mode is excellent for fluid, slow shots. For the purpose of your flight, select the suitable mode. Avoid flying too far. Remain in visible line of sight and keep in mind that returning will require the same amount of battery as leaving. It takes more energy to fly back against the wind, so make your flight plans appropriately. Monitor battery levels. Don't let the battery life of your drone drop below 40%. The motor's power lowers as the voltage drops, raising the possibility of a collision. You can avoid running the risk of a low battery by traveling with extra batteries or a car charger. Use the map. Make use of the screen map to monitor the whereabouts of your drone. It offers useful details on the drone's location, orientation, and separation from its home base. Avoid indoor flying. When you're cooped up at home, indoor areas may seem like the perfect spot to test your drone. On the other hand, flying indoors raises the possibility of running into ceilings and walls. If you must fly indoors, reserve your flights for a large gymnasium or install prop guards for additional safety. Don't fly from a window or balcony. Although taking off from a window or balcony may seem convenient, it carries a danger. It can be difficult to get the drone back to this location, which increases the risk of crashes. Choose open areas wherever possible for takeoff. Mind the launch surface. An automobile or any other metal surface should not be used for takeoff since this can interfere with the drone's compass. Alternatively, pick a level, non-metallic surface, such as the drone's carrying bag or a rock. For safe landings, hand catching is an additional alternative. Calibrate the compass. Don't hesitate to calibrate the compass if the drone asks you to. Your drone is less likely to stray or head in the incorrect direction when it has a calibrated compass, ensuring it knows where it is. Remove the gimbal clamp. A gimbal overload can occur if the gimbal clamp is left on during startup, straining the motors. Never forget to take it off before you take off. Wait for GPS lock. Make sure the drone has a strong GPS lock before you launch. This will stop it from being lost in the wind or from losing signal and drifting. Don't rely solely on return to home. Return to home is not an infallible safety measure. It is not omniscient and occasionally exacerbates the situation. Lower your altitude, go to sports mode, and try a manual landing if you're having trouble getting back home. Utilize the Find My Drone function. Being able to utilize the Find My Drone feature in the unfortunate case of a crash or remote landing can save lives. It facilitates recovery by pointing you in the direction of your drone's last known location. Always hit record. Remember to hit the record button before you take off. Make sure it's recording, since nothing is more annoying than realizing you missed some amazing footage. Fly high. It is generally safer to fly your drone at higher altitudes because there is less chance of collision with objects like buildings and trees. Simply monitor its location to avoid it from drifting. Don't rely on anti-collision sensors. Even if a drone has anti-collision sensors, it's possible that they won't pick up on tiny obstructions like power lines or twigs. Keep a clear line of sight at all times and stay away from electrical lines. Stay engaged. When flying, try not to become very engrossed in the screen. Look up from time to time to stay aware of your surroundings and confirm where your drone is. To help you without causing any distraction, think about flying with a spotter. Caution over water. Flying over water presents special difficulties. The downward vision sensors may become confused by the shiny surface, which could result in an uncontrollably steep descent. When nearing bridges, exercise caution and maintain a minimum of 20 to 30 feet above the water. Ascending too quickly could cause an accident. Beware of trees. Drone crashes are frequently caused by trees. Flying close to trees should be done with particular caution because the drone screen's depth perception can be misleading. Be mindful of any low-hanging branches or twigs that can obstruct the props. Mind reverse controls. The controls are inverted when flying back toward yourself, which may cause confusion. Try flying the drone backwards and lightly press the buttons to confirm its direction. Keep spare SD cards. Keep extra micro SD cards in your case at all times. You can be certain that you're recording your drone's adventures when it has a red recording indication. Drones present amazing chances for creativity and exploration, but they also carry responsibilities. You may considerably lower your chance of having a drone crash and make sure that every flight is safe and fun by paying attention to these 23 important suggestions. If you've enjoyed this guide, don't forget to show your appreciation by dropping a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing for more thrilling drone content. You'll continue to soar over the sky with confidence if you keep in mind to be watchful, knowledgeable, and organized. Thanks for watching.